Well, Sunday morning and I feel inspired, hugely inspired. I've just watched the first part, and some of you may have watched more than what I've watched to this point, but I've just watched the first part of Full Swing on Netflix, talking about Justin Thomas, Jordan Spieth. Well, their friendship. Their friendship off the golf course, friendship on the golf course, but also rivals on the golf course, and the fact that, you know, they're friends, but they want to beat each other badly on the golf course, and they're always watching what each of them are doing. It kind of took me back to my college days, took me back to my time of playing maybe a little bit more competitive golf, and the fact that I used to go up to the practice ground, and if I could turn back time, if I knew what I knew now then, how maybe things might have been different, but on the same scale is that, you know, I love what I do now. But so inspiring to the point where I've come up here to the practice ground to hit some golf balls, which I haven't done that for a little while, and more time than anything else. But slight difference, isn't there? Jupiter, Florida, where Justin Thomas was hitting balls with his dad there, watching him on the range, coaching him, to this wet and windy morning here in South Devon, UK. Slightly different, but there's also a 30-mile-an-hour downwind, so I'm hitting the ball a little bit further, which is actually quite nice. But I'd like to know what you think. Did you watch it? Have you had the chance to watch it? Does it kind of inspire you to get out and do any practice or playing? Down in the comments, put it down there. I'd like to hear what you think. Is that kind of what you expected from the likes of Justin Thomas, the likes of Jordan Spieth, how they react with each other on the golf course? One thing that did jump out to me is how, you know, gambling. They love to bet on themselves, and you know, golf pros do that week in, week out. At the end of the day, they're entering competitions to bet on their own abilities to win. But just the little things like Jordan Spieth throwing his ball nearest the pin with Justin Thomas's dad on a bit of fun, you know, for $100. Something that I've struggled with over the years. Like if people put £2 on a nearest the pin competition, or $5 front nine, $5 back nine, you know, tenner overall sort of thing. I struggle to put my hand in my pocket and be a gambler like that. I don't like putting money in slot machines, you know. I'm not that type of person, and I think you've got to have a mindset of certainly betting on yourself. Michael Jordan was a big one for it, wasn't he? You know, he'd gone through the years of gambling and all these sorts of things. So it's really interesting to see how they interact with each other. You know, at the end of the day, they're normal lads, and they're just out having fun on the golf course, albeit with a bit of money on it. Well, I hope you enjoyed last week's Sunday morning show, catching up with everybody down at Trevose, getting to see everyone on the channel, should we say, that's kind of on the golf course, which is always nice to spend some time with them and catch up with them in the evening over a couple of drinks. But best news I've heard this week is Joe the Pro has he's been inspired. He's been inspired, and I think this has been kind of going on for some time now, but when we were playing that round where he shot 9 under par, and for those of you that didn't go and check out the scores, James Ruth actually shot 8 under par, so James Ruth still has his head. It was over 2 rounds. I think Joe shot 3 under par, 9 under par. James Ruth shot 5 under, 8 under. So James did win overall, but Joe obviously won on the day. Joe was looking at taking on a new job, but he's decided to go down the line of doing a bit more playing, which he's never really, I think, committed to it at his level. So he's going to give it certainly a good year or 2 years in the making, should we say. James Ruth continuing on with his journey as well, as to want to play a little bit more. We've got a bit of an idea, potential idea of a bit of a head-to-head with those boys. Try and raise a bit of money and give them something to win at the end of it, but video it, film it. Maybe down at Trevose again, a head-to-head. What do you think about that? And then whoever wins has got a bit of a kickstart with their season on tour, should we say. Oh, it's always blowing at the moment. Always blowing. I just want to take this opportunity to say a big shout out to somebody that commented on the video I did down at Trevose, which was a break par series video with Paul and Joe. A chap called Stuart McInnes. Hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, Stuart, but Stuart kind of said to me and advised everybody to go and check out a book called The Chimp Paradox. Now, I've done lots of little bits of reading in the past of psychology and how it can maybe help my game of golf, but I do read these comments. I read pretty much every comment that comes in. I try to like or get involved with those comments as much as I possibly can. But I did go and buy that book. I actually bought it on an audio book, actually, because I feel like I've got a little bit more time to listen to it, and I'm going to listen to it a little bit more when I jump on a flight this week going off to Turkey. But the Chimp Paradox is something that is really interesting, talking about the brain, how the brain works, how your brain is broken up into different part sections, and obviously you interact with those different parts in certain scenarios. And like I said, he advised everybody to go and check it out. Even speaking to Joe the Pro, he was talking that he'd actually seen it as well and read it. And I'm probably about a quarter of the way through the book now, and so many things, so many scenarios of when I was maybe a little bit younger popping out at me as to how I've reacted as an individual, how I've reacted on the golf course. And it's kind of like one of those light bulb moments where things kind of go off in your mind, and you go down these kind of rabbit holes as to things you could have done better or could have handled a situation maybe slightly better. But ultimately, as you go through these processes, you train your brain. And over time, what's happened, I think, with me is on certain scenarios on the golf course, I trained my brain. When I've been uncomfortable, some certain parts of my area of my brain kicks in to go into a defense mode. It doesn't want me to feel any pain. It doesn't want me to go through any hurt, shall we say. So it tries to protect me. It protects me from myself, the way I feel as I hit a bad shot or set up to a tee shot or whatever that situation is. It's your body, your brain trying to protect you as best it can from historic moments that you've been through and trained yourself. We could go into this in massive detail, but go and check out that book. Go and check out The Chimp Paradox. It's definitely worth a read. And if you have already checked it out, comment down below. Let me know what you think about that. There's loads of different options out there, I know, but it's just something that I definitely think could help. Obviously, this video is sponsored by Golfing Days. Boys are out in Portugal running their tournaments out there, and I'm looking forward to getting out there with them this year. We're going to do a few events out there. So go and check those guys out. Very, very impressive, and they do holidays as well, so go and check those boys out. We're going to head now to the office because you've seen the boys on the course, but let's see what's happening in the office, see what the boys are up to, make sure they're getting that editing done. Oh, that was wet. Oof, that was a bang. Bernie in the house.
Hi everybody.
Lee Whittaker, busy boy in the corner there. Jordan Main. Oh, he's got his headphones on, but he can hear us. Welcome to the office. And here we are. I've got a job for you. I've got a job for you, yeah. Involves those.
Yeah, these are the ones I pulled off your clubs before, aren't they?
Yeah, they're exactly those. Yeah. And I don't know if you've been watching. I don't know if you've had the chance yet.
I actually don't watch your channel anymore now. The humour and band has gone from it.
I wasn't actually talking about the channel. I was talking about Netflix. Have you got Netflix?
No.
Have you not seen the new Full Swing documentary yet?
I know about it, but I've not seen any of it. I'm not a massive fan of golf.
You know?
I prefer YouTube golf than real golf.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit documentary-like, so it's kind of YouTube-y. Yeah. Anyway.
It's getting good reviews though, isn't it?
Obviously watching Justin Thomas smash his 620 blades around.
Yeah, he's got something you haven't got.
A hint of it.
Talent.
And ideally, I want to take these off.
Yeah,
and put the old MCCs back on if I can.
Yeah, of course.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So we've only got about 5, maybe 6. If we could get those on, that would be.
No problem.
Lovely. 1 extra layer of tape, please, Benny.
No problem. I remember what you like.
Yeah. How excited are you right now?
I'm jumping up and down at my seat, Dan.
Are you?
That's about, can you not see?
It's about as excited as you get. So, tell me what you've been up to, Jordan.
So, we've been working for a long time, to be fair, a couple of months in the making, on our new online store.
Well, on the months, I would say it's been more than a couple of months.
Years. Yeah.
It's got at least a year.
At least a year.
At least a year in thought process.
We've had a few issues getting some product through that we want, and then you've got to pick the design you want, and then you've got to wait for it, and blah, 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 blah. But it's finally here. It is finally here. I suppose the link will be description, won't it?
The link is always in the description.
dhgolfshop.com. And, oh, hello. Where's this come from?
Oh, I've just popped that up because I was doing a bit of filming with the Foremost thing.
Yeah.
I created a sheet, and I was doing a bit of things you have to do to prepare for a good video.
Painting?
Not painting, no, steaming to get the creases out of it.
That's something I know nothing about.
No, you wouldn't have to worry about that. That and ironing,
To be fair, I don't normally have to worry about bumping my head into things, but
it is quite soft, so you're okay.
It's the hair.
Yeah, I know.
Less hair, you wouldn't
You are
Yeah.
right. I've got a bit of the old.
Why is it Lee always has to pipe up when not required?
Jealous of the haircut.
Is that what it is? Jealous of your hair?
You have to be jealous of that. Yeah. Crikey.
Show me what we've got in your little shop.
It's the little
Which
area.
we've got more. We've got
Yeah.
more stuff coming, haven't
And to be fair, some of my favourite stuff is on the way.
we? Is it?
I think. I think
Okay.
it looks class. This is our little area, our little stock room, if you like.
Which is going to be improved. We're going to get some shelving and lots of things going on here. Yeah.
Item number 1.
Yeah.
Sunday morning show bubble hat. Now let me tell you, you will not get cold wearing this because it's thick, it's padded, it's insulated,
Yeah.
and it's got the signature Sunday morning show colours. I think it looks great, and you'll definitely be spotted on the golf course wearing that. Which is accompanied with the matching Sunday morning show snood. Trademark Sunday morning show snood. If you want to pick both of those up, it's a little collection, that's cool. Where should we go next then? Should we go flask area?
Flask area, yeah.
Now, I'm not going to lie, we have released the store to the Patreon members for the first week, and these have been flying out the door, and there's not many left of these. I think there's 4 of each.
Oh, is there?
So these are Sunday Morning Show and DHG 12-ounce flask.
Which your dad's bought as well, hasn't he?
My dad has had one. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Gloss finish. Looks
Yeah.
like a golf ball.
This was your design, wasn't it? You wanted this.
The idea behind these, advanced tech, is anything you put in there will remain at that temperature.
Whether it's hot or cold.
Hot or cold, if you put ice in there, it will not melt.
Amazing.
Unbelievable. Like, imagine that.
QVC Q-Store Retail Assistant. There you go.
Are these the ones that
You want
go
to
on
be careful,
like
Dan. You're going to lose him.
the TV shopping things?
I've literally just witnessed it.
That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Next up, everyone needs one of these in their golf
The
bag.
#1 scrubber in golf.
Number 1 scrubber in golf, DHG Sunday Morning Show.
Yeah.
We have got some DHG ones on the way.
Yeah.
That's those.
I feel like we've been rudely interrupted over in the corner there. What's Harold has arrived. What's going on, Harold?
I'm looking.
What are you looking for?
On
You're
the
on-
hunt for my ball plinth.
Oh, your ball plinth.
My favourite, and I think these look absolutely class.
These are actually Lee Whitty's
DHG.
favourite as well.
Towel. I mean, look at that.
Trifold towels.
I mean, that just oozes class, doesn't it? On the side of your golf bag. That's what you want. Comes with a clip. It's black. You won't see the dirt. Delightful.
Perfect. Love that.
What a delight.
What an absolute delight that is. Is that it? Is that everything at the moment?
That's what we got so far.
We've got, so
But
tell
we
everyone
have-
what we've got coming then later.
Ball markers, both DHG and Sunday Morning Show in the correct colourways.
Yeah.
We have got pom-pom head covers,
Oh, nice.
which
Everyone
are
loves
similar
a
to
head
the
cover.
hats there, but the same colours as the
Ooh,
snoods and
bit of
the
matching.
Sunday Morning Show ones.
Yeah.
We've got the nice head covers,
Okay. The classy one.
the leather head covers.
Oof, lovely.
DHG and Sunday Morning Show, both for driver, and then we got the same again for the fairways,
Yeah.
which they look very nice. We've got pitch mark repairers,
Yeah. Everyone needs one of them.
Sunday Morning Show DHG.
Wow. Yeah.
They're like gold, you know, touch of class. We've got tea pouches, Sunday Morning Show tea pouches,
Yeah.
which are nice. And then the bobbles and snoods have already arrived. That's what we got coming.
Wow. So we've got quite a bit coming.
we've got
And then,
quite a bit coming.
but you want to do, Jordan wants to do a shirt as well, like a
For
special
the
edition.
summer,
A
I
special
want to
edition
get my
shirt.
little teeth into designing a nice, smart-looking golf polo.
Lovely. Well, I'll leave you back to your orders. I know you're doing some editing and creating the orders as well. What are you editing at the moment then, Lee? What's going on?
I'm editing. I'm just looking at myself, really.
You're looking at yourself.
Editing myself, yeah.
What is it?
This is the Ping crossover review.
Okay.
So
how is
just-
the pin crossover? I haven't hit that one yet.
It's actually really good.
Is
It's,
it?
it's not forgiving at all, but it's the eye crossover, so it's but it's really consistent, and I love the adjustability in it. So you know you can get fit into it a little bit easier.
So you're busy putting together some videos for your own channel as well?
Yeah. So sort of splitting my time a little bit between my channel and your channel. I've kind of neglected my channel probably since I left Ashbury, and I just want to get back into it a little bit. So I'm putting a bit more time over the next couple of weeks into getting ahead of videos so I can split my time a little bit better.
And is there an announcement coming up soon coming shortly?
Maybe,
or
maybe.
We're not talking about this at all?
Well, it's in the video, but you know,
He's so into it that he's even got, I mean, who has one of them? What is that?
it's a little pen thing, isn't it?
It's a pen holder.
Yep,
Oh, lovely.
beautiful.
Like a proper little Christmas cracker.
It literally was a Christmas present as well for my mum.
Johnny. So Johnny, right now, we've just been doing some filming. This is all foremost. So all this area over here is kind of like the foremost area. Johnny heads up basically all of the, well, content creation. He heads up all of the Type 1 videos. These are videos which are, well, how would you say what these videos kind of are, Johnny?
I'd say they're like presentation formats. So they're for like inside the shop. So if you were to go into like a local Foremost Pro, it'd probably come up on screen in there. Yeah, they're just meant to be a simplified version of telling, you know, anyone that's interested in a club exactly what's involved with it, or a bag, or any other golfing item.
So we've got his Type 1 videos, which is basically, it's kind of like as Johnny said, it comes up on the screens in the pro shops or on the website. Just gives you a bit of a flavour, an overview, 45 seconds long, maybe 30 seconds long, of the product itself, the key features of that product. Then we have the Type 2 videos, and these are the videos that I get involved heavily in. So these are me presenting as a presenter. Me and Jordan went over to Portugal and did some filming from with loads of equipment, which you will have seen in a previous Sunday morning show. And then everything kind of gets filmed and then gets brought back here, and then Johnny jumps in and starts editing and piecing them all together, as do I. Then I get it to a certain point, then I pass it over to Jordan, and then he finishes off the tidying up the bits and pieces that I don't get involved with. But what we're doing here today, we've just done a photo shoot out on the course. So what you've got to do is you've got to create thumbnails for the Foremost videos. You've got to create lifestyle images of the products. You've got to be using products with me in them so it relates to the actual video that we're creating. So he's a very, very busy boy, aren't you, Johnny?
I'm very busy. It's a challenge. I like challenges. I think that, like some people may remember, I doubt it, but when I started out here, I said that it was something different and that I wasn't used to it. So, you know, getting thrown in the deep end and doing things that are creatively challenging is great fun. And I think with golf, you're quite limited by exactly how creative you can be in certain areas, but that pushes you to almost think of new ways around making it engaging, making it interesting for people. And it's just making me think a bit more outside of the box, and so I quite like it.
So I've got a question then.
Yep.
Do you feel that you know more about golf now than when you first started?
100%. 100%. I mean, like, I'm not a good golfer at all. Like, I would still suck. But I can now look at a club and, for the most part, be like, oh, I know what that is. And it's very weird being able to just, like, you know, walk around town with my girlfriend or whatever and, you know, see like a golfing advertisement somewhere and be like, that's that, or I know this company, or, you know, and from that aspect, yeah, I have learned quite a lot about golf in just the space of a year, which is pretty amazing. I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest.
And it is really interesting because when I pick up a bit of a golf equipment or anything relating to golf, I can kind of instantly know what's maybe changed on it or what certain things do. And I never really thought about that when it came to kind of like Johnny coming on board, because ultimately he's not a golfer and he's had to learn kind of like the hard way of trying to find, going onto Google, picking our brains, all these things that you have to know a little bit more about, so you can get that point across in the video. Really, really important part of what we do here in the office. There he is.
Right.
Here is where you hide out.
It is.
This
yeah.
is your happy place.
Yeah, certainly is. So yeah, just done half your club so far. I'm just waiting for the other 3 grips I've pulled off just to dry really, and then I'll pop them straight on and they'll be ready to use in about an hour.
Do you think I'm going to be playing anything like Justin Thomas anytime soon?
think he's probably got a little bit more talent than what you have, so he's starting a slightly higher.
You're sticking with that.
But,
You're sticking with that talent thing, aren't you?
I mean, you were Devon PGA Order of Merit winner, weren't you, 1 year?
One of the many years, many moons ago now, Bernie.
Just a quick joke. Apparently, David Beckham, when he was playing football, he turned up with a flask, and Alex Ferguson, who was the manager of Man United at the time, said to him, "What have you got there?" And he said, "Oh, I've got a flask, Alex. It keeps hot things hot and cold things cold." Alex Ferguson said to him, "So what have you got in there?" And he said, "I've got my soup and a choc ice."
Oh, the jokes just get better and better, don't they? Well, there you go. There's the Sunday morning show for you. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm heading out to Turkey. I'll be there as I'm talking right now, and I'll see you all again next week. I've got a little bit more filming to do in the studio before I get going. Thanks for watching.